You keep thinking it'll finally click when you do more, when you finally clear enough blocks, when your vibration gets high enough, consistent enough, good enough. You keep chasing that breakthrough like it's something you'll unlock if you just deserve it hard enough. But you're not stuck, because you're doing it wrong. You're stuck because you're still trying to earn a reality that already belongs to you, and that's the exact frequency keeping it out of reach. The truth is, the field doesn't respond to effort or worthiness or waiting. It responds to ownership. It responds to the energy of course it's mine. And right now, most of your energy is still tied up in proving, performing, pretending not to care too much while secretly needing it to happen already. You're sending mixed signals, then calling it divine timing. You're casting spells while apologizing for wanting too much. You don't manifest from hope, you manifest from certainty. And that doesn't come from saying the right affirmations. It comes from embodying the version of you who doesn't need to prove a damn thing anymore. So feel this with me right now. You are not being tested. You are not being held back. There is no invisible gatekeeper watching to see if you've finally done enough inner work. There is only frequency, posture, power. And the version of you who has it? She's not hoping. He's not chasing. They're not negotiating with the universe anymore. They've already claimed the reality, and now it's just catching up. So before we go any further, I want you to feel the spell you've been casting with your current energy. Not your thoughts, not your words, your posture. The frequency of maybe one day. The frequency of waiting to be allowed. The frequency of trying to get picked by a future you still think is above you. That's what breaks today, because we're not here to chase the vision. We're here to remember it's already ours and start wielding energy like that's the only truth left. You've been showing up every day, trying to make manifestation happen, repeating the same rituals, replaying the same affirmations, hoping that if you just say it louder or believe harder, the universe will finally bend in your favor. But all you're doing is reinforcing the energy of trying. And trying keeps you stuck in a loop where nothing ever truly lands. Because the energy of trying says you don't already have it. It says you're incomplete, unworthy, still negotiating your place in the world. Trying is a desperate vibration, a vibration that repels the very thing you want most. The real power lies in stopping that cycle, in stepping out of the mental hamster wheel of wanting and needing, and inhabiting the frequency of someone who already holds the prize in their hand. You don't act like you're trying to win a game anymore. You act like the game was rigged in your favor from the start. You don't chase validation, you radiate it, because your energy is no longer begging or bargaining with reality. It's commanding it to align. The difference is seismic. It's the difference between being a leaf tossed by the wind and being the storm that moves the forest. So what if the secret wasn't how to attract more, but how to become the vibration that attracts inevitably, not through effort, but through unshakable certainty, through the kind of inner peace that doesn't waver when the outside world stays the same? This is where so many people get it wrong. They wait for their external world to feel safe or settled. They wait for the sign or the perfect moment, but the truth is, the moment you choose your frequency, the world behind the scenes rearranges itself to meet you. You become the force of creation, not a passive recipient. You rewrite your story by holding the energy that already contains the ending you want. This isn't about forcing or faking it. It's about peeling back layers of doubt, hesitation, and scarcity until you stand naked in your power. The power that doesn't ask for permission. The power that knows it is already done. And when you hold that energy, fully, unapologetically, you break the cycle of waiting and step fully into the timeline where your dreams are not just possible, they're inevitable. Now that you feel the weight of that truth, that you've been trying to manifest from a place that unknowingly keeps you stuck, it's time to rewrite your relationship with your own energy. This is where most people stop, confused and frustrated, thinking that if they just think differently or try harder, everything will change. But that's the trap. Manifestation isn't about pushing or forcing or controlling outcomes. It's about being the version of yourself who already lives in the reality you crave. When you hold that energy, when you embody the frequency of ownership, the universe has no choice but to respond. You don't negotiate with reality, you move through it like you own the space, like the vibration you emit is a gravitational force pulling your desires closer with effortless magnetism. This shift requires total surrender to who you are beneath the stories of doubt, beneath the false beliefs about worthiness and timing. It asks you to stop resisting and start aligning, to stop begging and start declaring, to stop hoping and start knowing. Because once you do, the timeline that matches your new frequency starts to unfold naturally, effortlessly. The delays, the setbacks, the not quite right moments, they begin to dissolve, not because you made them disappear, but because your energy no longer entertains them. You become a signal so pure and so strong that reality bends around you, rearranging itself to mirror your inner truth. And this is the real magic, not in chasing manifestations or wishing harder, but in becoming the living embodiment of what you want. The moment you stop performing and start existing in that frequency, you step off the hamster wheel of struggle and into the flow of creation itself. So now, ask yourself, who is the version of you that has already manifested everything you desire? How do they carry themselves? How do they breathe? How do they move through the world? That version isn't far away or impossible. It's waiting inside you, ready to be claimed. The only question left is, are you ready to stop trying and start being?